All right. So welcome to ConsTrue's first Q&A session. We had a very brief session last week, but this is going to be our first official Q&A session. So, so this meeting is going to be split into two parts. First part, we're going to go over really quickly over the features that we do offer that others don't, and then we'll be open to questions. So here you see the platforms which you can use in order to run the ConsTrue, whether that is a laptop or a workstation or a tablet or a cell phone, you can use that. And then the idea is here that any staff or any worker that you might have can install the ConsTrue on their system, and then everything would be recorded and kept track of just using the ConsTrue. So as we're going to discuss later on, you're going to see that pretty much we cover these 7 areas. We're going to do the equipment management, the objectives, the budget management, time management, the progress, the risk management, and then crew management. So the point is that, like, if I'm quite sure that, like, if you look into the market, you're going to see that for each of these separate areas, a separate software is being offered. But the point is that we have not only integrated all those areas into one software, also the features, like in each of these separate areas that we offer, are much more stronger than what is being offered in the market. So if you can go to the next slide. We're going to start off with the estimation, code, and contracts. I'm quite sure that, like, as a project manager, you've always being prone to these the hassle of, like, how to basically make up and form up a code, a contract, or what else, like the code, the contract, or the proposal. But the point is that here, the only thing you need to take care of is to input the items, the quantities, and the units. And then what we provide you with, if we can go back to the previous slide for a sec, what we can provide you with is the material breakdown, labor breakdown, equipment breakdown, subtotal breakdown, and then the lump sum, the subcontractor breakdown, and the lump sum breakdown, aligned with the profit margin that you define to it. And then we provide you not only with the sum, but also you can export that to the Excel, and then you can generate a code and a report, as we see in the next slide. So here is the output of the software. So you do it only once and forever once, and then the logo, the company information, the project information, the project number, and all the details are in here. And as you see in the next slide, you're going to see that all those numbers that you provided earlier as item numbers are being summed up, and all the sums are being here generated by the software. So that's a matter of clicks. So that was for the code. The same thing is for the contract. So the contract, the company information is there, and all the project details are in here. And then the only thing that you're left doing is basically signing the contract, which you can sign, because this is the secure PDF. You can sign it either electronically, or you can just print it and hard copy it and forward it to the client for signature. The same thing for codes. You can see all the item details are in here, and then you can see that your card is being uploaded up there. That is provided for, like, so this section is for the labor. You can see the grand total for the labor and the subtotal for the labor, so on and so forth for material. And I mean, each section is provided separately, and then the grand total is there under every page. And then also your card, you can see that your card is being uploaded up there. So the formats can be customized. All the information can be customized, and also the format and the backgrounding and the color and everything. So pretty much once you're done with the item input, Then you have a code, then you have the contract or your proposal based on like what you need. So that was the easy peasiest one of all the features that we basically offer. So let's get into more sophisticated stuff. So for warehouse management, I'm quite sure sometimes it happens like to all of the project managers that like a day of work is lost and stopped because you don't know where the equipment is, or you're missing one equipment or one piece of tool. Here, what we do is that we not only manage them, manage all the tools and the equipment, but also you can see online who has what for what period. So here's the example of the excavator. Also, if you can zoom in, you can see that the location is being provided in here. So that's the feature that no one in the market offers. So you can keep track of where the equipment is, the status of the equipment, the name of the equipment, also the optimum replacement hours. Also, you can recall the equipment based on the working hours, based on like the hours which people borrow it. You can see like, you can keep the track of the history of when, of who has the equipment for what time and the order and everything, and also for which project. Also, you can see up there the maintenance, the metering, and the recall tabs, and also the issues tab. It is intended so that like everyone who has the equipment can report the issues if they encounter one. You can see that from the operation team view, which is installed on the cell phones, that like the one like who has the excavator and the loader can submit the request for more pieces of equipment if needed, and then the manager can later on either approve or decline the request. Also, he can see the status of the equipment, and also as he's working with the equipment, the working hour counts, and once the working hour hits a certain limit, then the software gives you the advisory information that the equipment has to be recalled for the regular maintenance. The same thing for operation management. So you can see, so first of all, what you see in the market is passive project tracking, meaning that you just take note of what is going on right now. But what we offer at the top of that is that we offer the active project managing, meaning that not only the project manager knows what is going on, but also he can assign a specific and particular materials and particular labor limits and particular safety and risk notices to all of the crews, so that the operation team knows that how much material is dedicated to a certain task and how much labor also, and then under what time frame they should complete the task. So everything can be fit into the budget. I'm going to go over that quickly. Can we stay on that a bit more? So you can see like what crews are assigned to a certain task. Also, the plans and the drawings are uploaded right here. The amount of material and the tools that you have for this task, and the specifics about that, and the labor, and also the safety and risk notices are all being uploaded here. So no more excuses by the operation team that we don't know and no one told me about this. Nothing like that. From now on, using the ConsTrue's, everyone knows exactly what he should do for how long, and using what material and what labor. And also the associated risks and safety hazards are being uploaded up there. And you can see on the top left that we have the AI module that is to be added like in the next 6 months, that not only keeps track of this, but also, for example, in case of scaffolding, for example, it also issues like, so if you're going to have a windy day, it's going to send a safety hazard prompt to all the crews, so that they know that for scaffolding this day it's going to be windy and they should take note of that. And also you can see a platform for communication to the right, like it is similar to the Telegram, but there are two differences. First of all, everything is being recorded, and also everything is being saved on a drive or on a cloud or whatever that you see suitable, and everything can be kept track of. Can we go to the next slide, please? Here, the work times is another feature that we offer under the operation management tab. You can see that it is pretty much the online human resources without any secretary or anything. As the worker enters the work zone and basically clicks at the start of the work, the working hour is being counted, and then the working hour is being reported to the manager based on a daily, weekly, and monthly timings. Also, what you can see is that like once these data is being stored and recorded, is being passed on to another module that we have, which is called the pay slips. So it auto generates the pay slips and sends it automatically as an email to all the crews that who owns the pay slip. So that's pretty much what the human resources does, but without any staff. And then if you may go to the next slide, you can see again to the right that, like, for example, an excavator, like the metering report is there, and then the details are in there, and also the issue reports are being here. So this is again the operator's view. So the operators can submit a request for another tool or equipment if needed, and then the manager can either approve or decline this. The same thing for the documents. So all the documents are being stored in here. So it's quite common that the operation team needs a drawing or something, but they don't have to have it hard copied and to move it from one place to another. Rather, they can just refer to their mobile app to see the drawings. And also for the invoices, the manager can see who submitted an invoice and for what price, and who owns the invoice, and also a PDF copy of that invoice is available, and the total sum of all the invoices are in there. So these are the topics that I wanted to talk about today. There are 3 more topics that we're gonna discuss hopefully next week, which are safety managements. For safety managements, you can see like each crew, like what certificates each crew has and what warning lists each crew is being issued for. And then in case of incident, you can see like, so the beauty is, as we discussed next week, is that the crew can not only report the issue, but the issue has a form, and also they can designate what parts of the body is injured, which is being auto-generated. Like it eventually gives you the auto-generated report, which you can give to the insurance companies. So no more legal issues based on that. And then you can also keep electronic signature of each worker and operation team crew, so as to make sure that you legally have fulfilled the responsibilities, and you're no longer liable for what they do. Also, the crew management, we discussed it a little bit about it, but you can see the task success rates, the on-time operation levels, the quality of the work, the ethical and the cleanliness, the skill level, the knowledge level, everything is being basically quantified right here. And then once our AI assistance module comes into play, it would give you the advisory opinion as for the next projects, like who is the suitable crew member based on the qualifications that you need. And also you can see the certificates and the warning lists that is being issued for that specific work, and also the pay slips and the date of each pay slip that a crew member has received. And finally, the project billing, which is the most extensive one. You can see here that the application number, the period, the contract date, and also the project numbers are being issued here again by the software. Also, all the breakdowns are being here. You can define who the billing has to be distributed to, which is on the bottom left. And also all the project information on here, and then the certificates. The only thing that you need to do, like, so here is the breakdown of each and every item. So this report is being generated on one click. You no longer need to spend a week to generate such a report. It's being generated online and on one click. And once you have it, you can send it to the client for further review or for signature. And the last slide, if you may. Okay. The last slide is the comparison drawn between what we offer, for how much we offer it, and what others offer in the market. So you see, like, for a single module of crew management or crew communication, what is currently being offered in the market is around, like, from $30 to $100 per month, approximately. Whereas what we offer is all these modules only for $79. You can see the promo code right here, which you can scan and further proceed with, in case you're interested in purchasing our software. And by that, I'm gonna basically terminate the first part of the session, and I'll be open to the questions if you guys have any. You can raise your hands, or you can submit it under the Q&A tab down the bottom from the Zoom. Aaron, go ahead.
Yes, I have some questions. You guys have covered a lot, so I have a lot of ground to ask you about. Just from the onset, I don't know much about this software at all, but it seems like you're trying to be a one-stop shop for project management that also integrates field connectivity. Is that a fair assumption of your product?
Correct. Yeah, that's pretty much what we do. And also, so what we also try to do, which I think we fulfill for the most part, is that just make it easy to use and online and available at each time.
Yeah. Okay. Very well. All right. So a few questions. We'll run through these. Scheduling. You've got in there that you give the crew or the field staff the time they're allotted to do a project. Does that integrate with scheduling software like Microsoft Project or P6?
Right. So, I mean, there are two things that you need to take note of. First of all, we like, our software also offers the Gantt chart and everything, like, regarding the scheduling, but it can also be exported to other softwares that you might use and you're more comfortable using that. But I mean, scheduling is what we also offer in the software that we did not go over today.
Okay, I mean, and I would like to learn about that at some time, but does it really have the same horsepower and features as P6? I mean, that's a pretty robust scheduling software.
Yeah, like, it not only has, I mean, it's pretty much on the same level, but it also, I mean, as you can see, our strongest point is the connectivity between different modules, right? So it not only does what the other softwares like P6 does in the market, but also offers other features. And then
right, okay.
One more thing that I forgot to mention, and that is good that you asked it, is that, like, we offer all the features that these softwares in the market offer for free. I mean, if you want only one module of, like, all these modules that we offer it for free for you, because we're quite confident that, like, the features and the extensiveness of the features that we offer is unparalleled.
Okay. Yes, interesting. All right, so you mentioned that it starts tracking people's time when they enter the work area. Is that done through smartphone connectivity?
Yes, so the worker has to basically connect to their account and also enable their GPS. So you keep track of where the worker is and for how long, for what project.
Okay. So then that leads me to my next question. Does every employee in the company need an account that we then would have to pay for monthly?
No, so what you pay for monthly is is user limitless. So you can basically include as many users for free. I mean, that is already included in the monthly rate. So that is $79 per month per project. So, and that can have like a limitless amount of users that you might need to include.
Interesting. Okay. All right. And so with the time tracking side, does it integrate with payroll software? You know, and basically, I mean, all the companies you're talking to, I'm sure have accounting software. So I'm interested to know how this integrates with, you know, existing accounting software.
So yeah, so what first of all, it integrates with the accounting softwares. You can import data from the accounting softwares to it, if that's what you mean. Like, so you don't have to basically input each item one by one if you have it saved like under accounting software.
Right.
But yeah, so that is already being taken care of, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, because I mean, basically, if this is a time tracking a tool that we will have to, you know, pay people from, that data needs to get to the accounting system seamlessly. And so that's what I'm saying is I'm assuming it exports it in like some CSV file that you can then upload to accounting.
Yeah. It can be also exported as a CSV file to the accounting software.
Okay.
We're working on it. I mean, this feature is gonna be out like in 1 or 2 weeks, but I mean, that's what the software offers currently.
Okay, got it. And through all of the, you know, the invoice tracking and the any of the contract stuff, can that all be set up with, you know, routing and approval type things?
Yeah. So for the invoice, you can see the if by routing you mean like the approval process and like the track
Yes.
of, yeah, that is being offered here too. So once the project manager approves that, it is dated, and the date of approval and who approves that will be there on the system, which you can refer to later on if needed.
Okay. And then on the you know, the contract side, does this system allow for change order creation and tracking?
Yes, it does. I mean, what we just showed you was like a sample of that, but you can see the change order tab right here, which you can use in order to modify the already existing contract or to issue that as a separate report.
And is it, you know, you're wanting to store all the project information here. Is it unlimited storage?
I mean, you're gonna define a cloud or a Google Drive or whatever, memory online that you use, and then it will be connected to it, and it will be, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
That,
So
that would be the
we
limit.
actually,
Yeah.
so the data and the files are still ours and would be stored on our cloud. It's just that you connect to it.
Right,
Is that right?
right.
Interesting. Okay.
I hope that I answered your questions.
Yeah. No, so it really does all this. It's a very robust software for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any other questions for me? You can raise your hands or just let me know. You can unmute yourself. I enable you guys to unmute yourself and ask questions if you need to. So just one more thing, guys, is that besides that promo code that you see down here, which you can scan and further refer to, that offers a 20% discount for the first month, we also offer a 1 month free use of the software. We're also going to assign you a follow-up manager with whom you can basically ask you, from whom you can ask the questions and report issues if you find any. And then after 1 month, you're going to decide whether to proceed with the software or not. That's going to be assigned only for one project. But again, the number of users would be, there's no restriction on the number of users that you can add for one project. Okay, and just let me know if you have any other questions. Right, and that 1 month is free of charge. So that's pretty much it. And Aaron, let me know if you have still any other questions, because I see your hand is kept raised. Otherwise, all right. Right.
Yeah, so if I'd like to get some other people in my company opportunity to look at the software, is there a possibility of opening up like a demo company or something that we could log into and just explore?
Yes, of course. I mean, you can shoot us an email, and then we figure like a demo company so that you can show that to the others, or like a sample project that you can see the features of how the features of the software work on.
No, that would be great. Yeah, I filled out the online form that you requested, so you have my contact information.
Awesome, awesome. We will be in touch. And welcome to Alicia, who just joined us. Alicia, I'm going to ask the staff to send you a link to the forms that you can basically sign in with. Under the chat, you're going to find the link to the form. And also, I mean, we went through the whole details. I mean, half of the details of what we offer that others don't. Also, please take note that we offer a 1 month free of charge, 1 month free of charge to use of the software. And also for that 1 month, we're gonna assign you a follow-up manager with whom, from whom you can ask the questions if you have any. And then after the month, you can decide whether to proceed with us or not. And for your information, what other softwares in the market offer as a project managing software, we do offer it all for free, because we're confident that the extent to which our software offers and facilitates basically the project managing is unparalleled. Also, welcome to Victor, who just joined us. Victor, I'm gonna ask the team again to send me the link, to send you all guys the link to sign in. You can find the information. So first of all, for all those who joined us just now, please note that we're gonna have another Q&A session next week. We're gonna hopefully, the details is gonna be posted later on today for the next week. The next week we're gonna go over the risk management, the crew management, and also the billing, which are the billing alone is the most extensive feature of all. So please make sure to follow us on LinkedIn, and we've already sent you the link to the form which you can sign in. Also, apart from that 1 month free software usage, there's a promo code that offers 20% discount for the first time users for the first project. And then the rate is $80 per month per project, without any restrictions on the user number of users that you can add in for specific project. So also the questions that were asked, if the software can be connected to the accounting softwares, yes, it can be. It can import data from the accounting softwares or export data to the accounting softwares. And also it also offers the project scheduling module. And also what we're gonna offer in the next 6 months is the AI assistance. So welcome, Sandra. You're gonna find the signing form under the chat. So while the AI, when the AI assistance comes into play, it would not only rank and evaluate each crew member based on the risk hazards and, like, say, the cleanliness and the ethical level and the skill level, but also assist you in generating the risk and hazard prompts for the users at specific dates, be it like due to the windy day that is, say, for example, is hazardous for scaffolding, or be it like a flood hint or whatever, that is also being taken care of. And what else? Yeah, you guys can ask me any questions if you want to, and I'm gonna make sure right now that you're allowed to talk. You can either raise your hands or simply unmute yourself if you wish to. Yeah, here's the link under the chat, the signing form that you can fill up. And then make sure to ask me any questions that you might have, and also make sure you're gonna attend our next Q&A session next week. So if you may, yeah, here is the Gantt chart. Yeah, Aaron is still here, so we can see that. So that's the scheduling that we do offer right now. It can also be exported to the P6 or, say, Primavera, whatever that you guys might need. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We didn't go over it today, but hopefully next week we're gonna go over a little bit about.
Does that integrate back with the time that you tell the operations and field side that they have for each task?
Correct. Yes, that's exactly being imported from that.
And then, so when they mark that they started demolition or whatever you pulled up there a second ago, so it would tie back to the schedule and say, yes, they started on a certain time, and then track their completion also with what they report.
Right. So if you can pop up the Gantt chart again. So you see, like, on the dark red and like on the faint red, that, like, so the faint red represents the time that is being assigned by the manager, and the dark red basically designates what time is actually started by the operation team, and now what how much progress is maintained right now. So you can pretty much keep track of what has been anticipated and what has been done so far. All right. So please make sure to unmute yourself or raise your hand, whatever that is more convenient for you to ask questions if you have any. All right, and just I was informed that like the recording of this meeting and the meeting that we had last week are gonna be uploaded on LinkedIn. So for your fellows or the ones that you're interested in showing what we offer, you can refer to those videos that will be posted later on today. What you see here is basically the software with full features, but we also do offer 3 other levels of feature in case you only are interested in using the software like for those particular features. This is the premium plan, but we do have the basic plans, the pro plans, and business plans, and the premier plans. And you can see the rates right here. Again, these rates are unlimited for unlimited users per month per project. And you can see all the features that are being offered in different modules, and you can choose a plan according to your needs. All right. So yeah, you can see different projects. I asked the staff just to basically, I can also see the warehouse management items for each of the projects. Yeah, you can see, for example, right now, where is the location of a given equipment. I mean, just think of like how many more other features can be incorporated to this. You can say, in case of the stolen equipment, you can basically inform the police about the last location the equipment was in. I mean, all these are being offered here and can be exported to other softwares or to other institutions if needed. And you can also see the metering right here, like the details of an equipment, who submitted the request for that specific equipment, and then there's the manager to decide whether to approve the request or to decline the request. And the reservation are in there, so you can see what equipments you have, which of them are busy, which of them are available, which of them are reported to have an issue, and also the estimates, so on and so forth. You can add projects if needed. You can add proposals or codes or company infos if needed. All right. So with that, if you guys don't have any other questions for me, I'm going to terminate this session, and hopefully I'll see you guys next week for the next Q&A session.
All right, thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. And make sure you fill this the sign-up form before you're leaving. I'm quite sure Aaron does, but about the others, please make sure to sign out, to sign in the form. All right, thank you guys, and see you next week.